Wait, you're telling me experienced hikers disappear without a trace, then reappear miles away with no memory and missing shoes?
Dude, thousands of people vanish in national parks, following impossible patterns that the government refuses to track or investigate.
But people get lost hiking all the time, right? What's so mysterious about that?
These aren't getting lost cases. People disappear from groups in broad daylight, then are found days later in areas that were already searched by teams and dogs.
Found alive, or...
Sometimes alive, but with no memory of where they've been. Times dead in locations that are geographically impossible to reach. Bodies found on mountaintops when the person disappeared at the bottom, or in dense forest areas with no broken branches, showing how they got there.
That doesn't make sense.
And here's the really weird part. The missing are almost always found without shoes, even when they vanished wearing boots.
But when would someone take off their shoes in the wilderness?
Because they didn't take them off. Something else did.
Something else? Like what?
Survivors who are found alive report encountering beings that seemed human but weren't quite right seen. Too tall, being wrong, speaking in strange voices.
Beings? Like alien? Or
interdimensional entities that can manipulate space and time around specific geographic location.
Interdimensional? Why national parks?
Because these areas have geological features that create natural dimensional weak points, granite formations, underground cave systems, electromagnetic anomalies.
So these beings are using parks as interdimensional hunting grounds?
But here's what's really disturbing, the missing people aren't random. They're being selected based on specific criteria. High intelligence, unusual abilities, thick physical characteristics, or bloodline genetics that these entities find valuable.
They're harvesting people with special traits?
And the government knows about it, but can't stop it, so they just cover up the disappearance patterns instead.
How do you avoid becoming a missing 411 case?
Never hike alone. Avoid areas with granite formation. Trust your instincts if a location feels wrong, even if it looks safe.
What if you encounter one of these beings?
Survivors report that maintaining eye contact and speaking firmly about your intention to return to your family can break their influence.
They respond to determination and family connection.
These entities seem to feed on isolation and confusion. Strong emotional connections to people waiting for you create protective energy they can't penetrate.
So love literally protects you from interdimensional abduction?
But here's what's incredible. Some people have learned to detect dimensional weak points and use them safely for consciousness expansion instead of being victims.
Use dimensional portals for personal growth?
Advanced hikers report accessing higher states of consciousness and receiving profound spiritual insights at these locations when approached with proper preparation.
So the same places that trap people can also